Hey there, welcome to day 137 of our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us. I like to say continuously improves us, but if we improve ourselves just a little bit, even in just one tiny way every day, think of how much better we will be in our mind as a human being by the end of the year, or by the end of how many ever days we choose to participate. Well, today we're talking about our beliefs about money, and money is probably the strongest shared belief that we have as human beings, right? We look at money as a medium of exchange in all different cultures, not all, but in many different cultures around the world. And it doesn't matter the denomination of the money. We have formed as human beings, you and I both, our beliefs about money, and they're different for each of us, but some of them we share, right? So I looked up and I'm like, okay, well, what are the biggest limiting beliefs about money? And just ask yourself as I read through this list, do you believe that? Yes or no? And be honest, because I still have some of these that pop up in my head all the time. If you don't have all the money, all the resources that you want at your disposal right this minute, you probably have one or more or a version of some of these common money limiting beliefs. Now, we could talk about all the money beliefs and the empowering ones, but our challenge today is to look at, identify our money beliefs, and then decide, does this belong to us? Do we want this to still belong to us? What could we believe instead? And we want to substitute a better belief, right? So our action item is just going to be to share one belief we have currently about money. You don't have to say what you're going to change it to, but for extra credit, you could do that. And that would help all of us as well. So what are these? I'm going to share about 18, and I'm sure they will get you thinking about more, because the versions and the tweaks of these money beliefs are probably as common as there are human beings. Number one, money is scarce. Number two, I am unworthy. I would think that about 80% of the people on the planet have that one. I don't deserve to have, a version of that is, I don't deserve all the money I want. I don't deserve the money I want. I don't deserve the money that comes to me, etc. If you don't think you deserve it, guess what? You will push it away or prevent it from coming to you. Number three, you need money to make money. Number four, so many people have that. My son, I'm battling with that with him right now. You don't need money to make money. Number four, having money is selfish. Five, more money equals more problems. Number six, money needs to be held on to. Number seven, I am not good with money. Number eight, money does not buy happiness. Number nine, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Number 10, you have to work hard to make money. Number 11, I can either make money or follow my passion. Whenever you hear yourself saying an or thing, it means that there's only two possible solutions or alternatives to choose from. And that is always false. That's never true. There's always more than two options in any situation. We just lock our thinking into thinking it's this or that. It's Democrat or Republican. It's right or wrong. It's good or bad. It's good or evil. It's high or low, whatever it is for you. It's easy to make money. It's hard to make money, right? There's all kinds of variations in between of that. Number 12, I don't know where to start. I don't know how many people tell themselves, I don't know. I still catch myself saying, I don't know about things sometimes. And I'm like, I totally know what to do next. I don't have to know everything. I just need to know what's next. 13, I have no self-control. 14, money will make me happy. That's kind of a variation of 8. Money does not buy happiness. Number 15, if I work hard, I will make more money. Not necessarily true. Just like if I work smarter, I will make more money. Not necessarily true. If I'm smart and knowledgeable, I'll make more money. Definitely not true. 16, I don't make enough money to save money. 17, if I can, this is a biggie. If I can afford the payments, taking on debt is okay. As long as I can afford the payments, I can have that multi-million-dollar house. As long as I can afford the payments, I can have that luxury car. As long as I can afford the payments, I can have that Rolex watch. Whatever it is, we convince ourselves that as long as we can afford the monthly payments, which is what we're marketed to and told and led to believe, right? So is that true or not? Do you believe that or not? And then finally, 18, Money is the root of all evil. And we talked about that in idioms not too long ago. So now what do you do if you say, okay, I have like 6 of those limiting beliefs right now that I'm working with? How do we go about changing our beliefs about money? Well, number 1, identify your beliefs, your beliefs, good, bad, and ugly. Identify what, every time you notice one, write it down, and then decide consciously. We'll talk about that. So identify, what are your current money beliefs? What are your current money stories? What are your current money scripts? Because most of, whenever we take a break and take a stop and pause in our lives and look at our beliefs, we realize some of them we like, some of them are moving us in the direction we want. Some of them we don't even realize that we have because they're running at an unconscious, like a, what are those virus protection programs on our computer? Those are running in the subconscious of our computer, right? Well, our brain has all kinds of programs and beliefs and thoughts and feelings that are running automatically, and scripts and processes that are automatically running that we're not consciously aware of. And many of them are about money. So we want to know and identify what those are. As soon as we recognize them and notice them, then we can do something about them. We want to also recognize cultural attitudes toward money. We weren't born believing that if we could afford the payments, we could have the thing in our life, we could take on the debt. We weren't born really believing, thinking, or feeling anything about money. Everything has been learned. So if it's been learned or we've chosen it, we can unlearn and unchoose it, right? Deselect it. So we want to recognize what cultural things are impacting us. Right now, there's inflation. There's all kinds of craziness going on and chaos in the world. And so we need to separate ourselves from what other people are thinking, what's going on in the world, and what is true for us. And we want to remember that money is a physical object. Money is just money. It's just an exchange of value. It's a physical thing. We want to keep money in its proper place. A lot of people have elevated money to the level of God or spiritual well-being or whatever, but money is just an exchange of value, and money is just a medium of exchange. Money is just a physical thing that we can decide how we want to feel about it, how we want to let it into our life, or if we want to let it into our life at all. A lot of us have decided unconsciously we don't want to let money into our life because we think it's going to cause more problems. We think it's going to be more stress. We think it's going to be hard. And humans, we don't want to do hard things all the time. And then finally, talk about the mistakes. Learn the lessons from the mistakes you've made in the past. And you don't have to necessarily talk about them, but talk about them to yourself. What has worked for me in the past? Let's do more of that. What hasn't worked? Let's stop doing that. But if we look at our beliefs and we see some that are conflicting or that are not moving us in the direction we want to go, we just substitute it with something different. We let go of the limiting belief and we substitute with a better one. So let's look at an example. How can we do that? Money is scarce. Let's say that we believe money is scarce and there's not enough to go around. Well, I think that if we just are sending $40 billion to Ukraine, money is obviously not scarce. Now, maybe it felt more scarce and that's where the belief came from. It's definitely a shared belief by a lot of people. Maybe it came from when money was based on the gold standard or something. But since money is now based on computer data points, which really have no value, is money really scarce, or can we create money out of thin air just like everybody else does by believing that we can find ways and ideas to create money for us, coming and flowing to us, just like other people have had it in large quantities, more imaginable than I could even imagine, to themselves. We could do the same thing. So is money really scarce, or do we just believe that money is scarce for us and not flowing to us? And why don't we just change our mind and say, hey, all the money I need flows easily and effortlessly to me and through me. There we go. All right, so our action item today: share one money belief that you currently have. Whether you're going to change it or not is up to you. Just share one that pops into your head. Share it in the comments below, and then make a list of all of your money beliefs as you go about your day, and then see, do I need to change this? Is this one I want to continue to believe, or do I need to tweak it just a little bit? Sometimes we just need to change one word. I can take money is scarce and I can say money is abundant, or I don't want to say money is not scarce, because our brain doesn't hear um, negatives, it only hears money is scarce. So I'm going to say money is abundant. Money is all around me. Money flows easily and effortlessly to me and through me. Whatever works for us, pick something and tweak those and see what kind of an impact it has in your life in a couple of weeks, by next month, by next year. I guarantee it'll make a difference. All right. Any questions? Ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. I'm not going to look at what our topic is with whatever our financial well-being topic is for this month of the BU 365 Day Challenge. All right. Have an awesome day. If I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, see you tomorrow.